What up, Witness Nation? I'm excited to share that I'm now a brand ambassador for Seek Jesus' brand. Yes, a name I live by and a brand I couldn't be more honored to represent. Their mission is to spread the gospel of Christ throughout the world while supporting those on the mission field. Their brand strives to provide high-quality Christian apparel for believers and followers of Christ. Let your clothing start a conversation. Now, a portion of all sales are donated towards several mission fields dedicated to serve and spread the gospel around the world. So cop your own Jesus Reppin' essentials by visiting the site seekjesus.co and use my promo code WhitneyDTV at checkout, of course, or just visit the link in the description box down below where my code is already placed automatically for you upon checkout, and let them know that Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you and you are a Jesus seeker. Bye.
SOULLESS Creations, your one-stop shop when it comes to customization. Totes, tees, tumblers, hats, and more. Looking for a customized gift idea for a graduation, birthday party, baby shower, or just a unique creation of your own? Check out SOULLESS Creations as seen here on Whitney DTV. Female, black owned. Use my promo in the description box down below and let her know Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you. Thank you. Bye. Ooh, somebody has been embracing their Pangea. Embrace Pangea? You don't know about that? Child, these products are all created to bring you back to balance through nature's gifts. Now, they have a wide range of products that deal with the various aspects of daily life, such as deodorants, juices, clothing, vagina detoxes, and body scrubs. Whichever product that you decide to embrace, you can rest assured that it was created and crafted with the love for the betterment of self. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds amazing. And it smells amazing, okay? So embrace your Pangea. Visit the description box down below and you can click on the link where my discount is automatically applied, okay? Now embrace your Pangea and let them know that Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you. Bye. So, as seen here on Whitney DTV, your girl likes to stay as fashionable as I can. Even if I'm not going anywhere but on my set. Set life can be a bore if you don't add some flares, okay? Now, mines are inspired by Fashion Nova. Yeah, that's right. From women, kids, curves, and men apparel. You get more bang for your buck, and your child likes to be a baller on a budget, okay? Not for nothing, you guys. Use my link down below so you can make your fashion Nova. FashionNova.com. Check it out. Link in the description box down below. OMG. I love Sprizzy. Wait, what? You don't know about Sprizzy? Child. They pride themselves on being the original marketing platform made specifically for YouTube content creators. Their mission is simple: to help the YouTubers grow their channels safely and effectively by exposing their videos to new potential fans. Like a matchmaking service, Sprizzy crafts highly effective YouTube ads campaigns that target YouTubers searching for content just like yours. Best of all, this all takes place on YouTube's very own ad platform, Google Ads, ensuring those new subscribers to your channel are real, lifelong fans. Now, whether you're looking to get the word out about one of your videos or you're looking to gain new subscribers to your channel, Sprizzy can help you along the way. The best thing, all views are from 100% real people. They promise to never use bots, click farms, or pay people to watch your videos. All growth is organic and real with no risk to your channel. All views are 100% verifiable through your YouTube Creator Studio analyst. So what are you waiting on? If you are a new content creator or you just want to get a little more push out there and get your content seen, try Sprizzy. Look at my description box for a link and have fun. See you soon. Bye.
Thinking it over
What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now, let's get into this, shall we? Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Whitney D TV. It's just better here. Make sure you place your city and or state in the chat so I can see where you're tuning in from, okay? And make sure that you keep it cute or you will get the boot, okay? Yes, this is the home of keep it cute or get the boot. Now, that means you do not have to agree with everything that I'm stating, but make sure that you keep it respectful, okay? If not, my Katie mod will make sure you do so, okay? Now, let me tell you a little bit about Katie, all right? If she's in here, what up, Katie? Not for nothing. She will place eye emojis in the chat to let you know that I see what you're saying and what you're doing, okay? That's warning number 1. 2, she will place these little water pistols in there to let you know, I'm finna get you, okay? She'll then proceed to place you on time out, and if you continue, you will get the boot, okay? Now, I don't want that, so keep it cute or get the boot, all right? Not for nothing, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and make sure that you like this video or dislike it. Either way, I'm grateful. Now, if you got information or you got a laugh, make sure you share this video. Sharing is caring. Now, if you would like to join the channel, you can do so by clicking the link in the description box, or look up top in the pinned location and you will see the link there as well. You can support me on a month-to-month basis by doing so, okay? And it's highly appreciated. Now, if you would like to support me right now, you can do so by sending me a super chat or a cash app. If nothing more, thank you. And let's get into the show. Like this. Hey, you guys, welcome. My bad, y'all. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, okay. First and foremost, I'm sorry. I did not get to go through my tabs. Okay. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Okay. I had an issue with my freaking computer. I mean, my camera. Then I have to, kids are here, baby. So got to get them together. So, child, it's just, and I hate starting off this. This is the reason why I'll be ready to quick enough to counsel, because I don't like giving y'all that energy. I don't. And I'm just kind of like frazzled because I'm having to. Okay. So anyways, welcome everybody to Whitney D TV. Make sure that you place where you guys are tuning in from in the chat. Make sure you guys keep it cute so you won't get the boot. Subscribe, like this video, and share if you have not done so. And to join the channel, if you would like to. This crazy show. Okay, let me get the link for you guys real quick. Okay, shouts out to Robert Keller. I see you. Okay, he rejoined. Thank you guys so very much, and know that all the proceeds goes back to my channel. Okay, I give 100% back into my channel to make it the best channel that I possibly can. So if you guys would like to join, here is the link, and know that this next month, December, is going to be major. It's going to be epic because I'm going to be doing a major giveaway. I'm going to be, I love December. December is just one of those months, but we'll talk more about that. Okay. All right. And so at the bottom, you guys will see all my cash app information if you want to donate or what have you. Whew! Okay, child. So we are here. I have on my lips, I really just have a good lash, and I did my brows, and I have Nudity by Shea Michelle Cosmetics. Okay, it's a lip gloss and nothing more. I just want to keep it real basic tonight because we're just going to be doing our reading or what have you. So welcome, you guys. Let me get myself, oh Jesus, I hate split nails. Okay, so, and on my chest, you guys, we have merch. Ooh. Well, we already had merch. Quiet is kept, but y'all swear we don't. But this is a Wit Nation tee brought to you guys by Shazazz Creations, and then we do have some tees for the men. And my husband is going to be taking some pictures and debuting that, so I'm happy about that. So if you guys would like to, hold on, sorry, I gotta fix my camera. Like I'm leaning my background like it's leaning. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I look like I was tilted back there on tilt world. Okay. All right. Anyways, but yes, we got merch, y'all. Okay, and I'm gonna make a link and everything. It's gonna be in the chat where you guys can find the link and stuff. And then if you guys are members, you get a discount. Okay, you get a discount. All right. So I just wanted to let you guys see that. Let me scoot over here. I feel so weird right here, though. Although I'm centered, I just feel weird, y'all. Anyways, welcome, y'all. Let me get in this chat, okay? Let me get into this chat. Hey, Monique. Hey, Rosalind. Hey. Hey, honey. Bunches of oats. Oh, that's what I say. Hey, honey. Hey, Nene. Hey, beautifully animated, my beautiful sister. Hey, you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Or the week of. Okay. Any of you guys got to prepare anything for Thanksgiving? My duties is the turkey. Okay. Last year, Thanksgiving was at our house, and I prepared 2 turkeys. My mom made her dressing in greens. I made desserts. It was, oh man, it was epic. This year, I'm in charge of just 1 turkey. I miss you too, Nene. I was so happy to hear your voice. I miss you too. So, yes. Okay. So I miss y'all so much. That's the reason why I say I'm going live. Y'all normally know I do a pre-reading and I'll just press play and be like, hey, y'all, I'm in the chat. What's up? But I was like, you know what? It's the week of Thanksgiving. Tomorrow we will not be doing Where Were the Parents again. Like I said, I already made that very clear that I'm not going to be doing that every week because it's very heavy, but I'm still doing it. But I will let you guys know when. Tomorrow, however, I'm doing a reschedule. Okay. We will be doing straight talk because Thursday, as y'all know, is Thanksgiving. So we will be doing straight talk on tomorrow. Okay. We will be doing straight talk on tomorrow. So I need you guys to tune in tomorrow. I will pre-schedule it and everything, but straight talk will be tomorrow, not Thursday, Thanksgiving. And then Friday, I will not be here as well because me and my husband will be celebrating our 7-year anniversary, marriage anniversary. We've been together for 8 years. Okay. So, but yes, so I won't be back to you guys until next Tuesday. All right. So I'm just letting you guys know in advance, I'm going to enjoy this vacation, this time with my family. Okay. But not for nothing. You guys are here. We're here to read Soulless. Okay. For those that are coming in and mix and not knowing what's going on, we're going to be reading Soulless tonight. We are on chapter 9. Okay. Of Soulless. I always like to do a little insert of it. So we're going to read that. We're going to go ahead and get it. Gosh, this mouse is getting on my nerve. We're going to read it. We're going to go ahead and get into it real quick. Okay, there we go. Okay. Where'd it go? Okay, there it go. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Y'all know I like to give y'all like a little rendition of it. Okay. So in November 2000, Chicago journalist and music critic Jim received an anonymous fax that alleged R.Kelly had a problem with young girls. Weeks later, Jim broke the shocking story, publishing allegations that the R&B superstar and local hero had groomed girls, sexually abused them, and paid them off. Jim thought his work would have an impact. Instead, Kelly's career flourished. No one seemed to care. Not the music industry, not the culture at large, not the parents of numerous other young girls. But for more than 18 years, Jim stayed on the story. He was the one who was given the disturbing videotape that led to Kelly's 2008 child pornography trial, the one whose window was shot out, and the one whom women trusted to tell their stories. Of a meeting with the superstar at a classroom, a mall, a concert, or a McDonald's that forever warped the course of their lives. Soulless, the case against R. Kelly, is Jim's masterpiece, a work of tenacious journalism and powerful cultural criticism. It tells the story of Kelly's career, Jim's investigations, and the world in which the two cross paths, and brings the story up to the moment when things finally seem to have changed. decades in the making. This is an outrageous, darkly riveting account of the life and actions of R. Kelly and their horrible impact on dozens of girls by the only person to tell it. Okay. So, like I say, y'all know I always like to give y'all that little precursor, that rendition or whatever of what we're going to be discussing on tonight, okay? So let me go ahead and get this pulled up. In the meantime, in between time, y'all share if you care. Please, please, please make sure that you guys share this particular video. And we're going to get into it. Let me pull up my stream. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me get this precursor out before we begin.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high.
Nope. This ain't it. You are tuned into a realistic, unprofessional perspective reading of this book. So that means stumbles, fumbles, and sometimes an occasional mispronunciation of words. So if you are looking for the audible of this book, go buy it yourself. Or feel free to mute me and read on your own. Otherwise, sit back and be grateful. You are tuned into a live reading with Whitney D. Okay. All right, be grateful. Okay. This ain't Read It Rain. Your girl ain't, look, okay? I may stutter, I may mispronounce stuff. Don't at me. I'm tired y'all getting my comments. You overlooked stability. I probably did. Okay. That's why it's going to be on the screen for you to read. Okay. You can mute me and read accordingly. Okay. But if not, you've been warned. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. I love y'all so much. I miss y'all so much. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Y'all know I don't care. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this. All right. So let me scroll back up. We're on chapter 9. Oh, boom. All right. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna make this larger than life for you guys. So you guys can see again, so you guys will be able to read out loud on your own. I'm going to place myself down here at the bottom so you guys can't, so I won't, block anything or whatever. And then I'm going to put my watermark. But before we begin, shouts out to the R.Kelly case open discussion group on Facebook. This is where I actually received this book in its entirety on PDF. Okay. They have other books in there as well as they have all kind of different evidence and transcripts and things to that nature. Okay. So shouts out to the R.Kelly case open discussion group. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this good old read. Y'all see me, I'm down here in the box. Hey, how you doing? All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, all right? Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to pull it up on my side so I can read. Chapter 9, Recent Unpleasantness. While living in his $5 million mansion in Olympia Fields and recording in the new state-of-the-art studio he'd built in his basement, R.Kelly proved more prolific than ever. Only a year and a half after Chocolate Factory, he returned to the charts with Happy People, You Saved Me, a double album with one disc of stepping music and another of more gospel-oriented tracks. Released in August 2004, 2 years and 2 months after the indictment, the album sold 3 million copies. Robert Christdock gave it a D+ in the Village Voice. His productivity is in exuberance. It's greed. His PG rating is in scruples. It's cowardice. Happy people only get stepping when it flaunts his wealth, only achieves consciousness on a closing dip, 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 whatever. Y'all see that word that observes. We're so quick to say God bless America, but take away in God we trust. Tell me what the hell is wrong with us. Nice segue. Mr. Accused right into the gross God pop of You Saved Me. The self-appointed dean of American music critics never gave Kelly a free pass, but many others paid mere lip service to the charges against him while rushing to heap lavish, fawning praises on his newest sounds. It infuriated and sickened me. Like the critics, I almost emulated Lester Bangs and Roger Ebert. I believe we always should consider the context of the art, and we can't ignore or forgive significant moral wrongs at its core. With Ebert about triumph of the will, no critic should praise the work of groundbreaking director Leni Riefenstahl, he said, without giving equal consideration to the evils of the Nazis. She depicted so gloriously. Banks wrestled with the question of separating art and artists constantly, and not always successfully. A lot of my peers either didn't care enough to think that deeply or didn't see Kelly's actions as fundamentally wrong. Kelly makes like the life of several parties. Dave Brown wrote in Entertainment Weekly, given the allegations against him, Happy People feels either clueless or arrogant. Yet there's no denying that Kelly knows record making. In Rolling Stone, John Perlos wrote, Kelly is the master of the ultra slow groove, and the songs on You Save Me take their time, then use gospel strategic build-ups. It took me a while. Build-ups to sweep Kelly towards faith. After I've been so bad, oh Lord, how did you manage to forgive me? He groans. It's gospel testifying, not courtroom testimony, but where happy people only exercises Kelly's techniques. You saved me as some heart. I had a much harder time hearing the heart or separating the art from the artist misdeeds. Me too, Jim. I don't give a damn. You can't. I just can't. Like every time nigga, please. Granted, both the art and the story had become personal. I met women who told me how Kelly hurt them, and I'd received the horrifying and disgusting video that got him indicted. And that's the thing. When you know better, you do better. And I don't understand when people like, well, I know he did it, but I still listen to his music. What the hell? Or I saw the what the evidence that they put out, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to support him. Okay, idiot. So, I mean, I that's not me. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my monitor up. I can't. I mean, after hearing all of what I heard, I didn't want to hear nothing what he had to say no more. I couldn't trust what he was putting out there in the ether. So I'll be darned if I'm sitting up here listening to anything he has to say, because it's just kind of like, I can't trust you, nigga. What the hell? Nah. I know you lying. And that's all he been doing all these years, lying to everybody. And I just can't be a part of it. No, thank you. Okay, anyways, it goes on to say, I met women who told me how Kelly hurt them, and I received the horrifying and disgusting video that got him indicted. Yeah, Kelly had flaunted his obsession in his music since It Seems Like You're Ready on 12 Play, and the title track of Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Yeah, arguably boasting about his behavior and much of his music. That's what I'm saying. This stuff lives in the music. That's why I'll just be like, you know what? I'm sorry. Like when I hear the music, I hear how he just is being so arrogantly in it. And I just can't vibe with that. On albums as well as in concert. A month after Happy People, You Save Me arrived in stores, Kelly set out with Jay-Z on the revitalized Best of Both Worlds tour, overshadowed by Kelly's indictment in 2002. Their collaborative album topped out at sales of million copies, not inconsiderable, but disappointing for the hyped pairing of two superstars. I remember that. The artists reportedly never worked in the same studio, instead shipping tracks to each other, and critics savaged the result as a merger driven by marketing rather than inspiration and mutual admiration. Nevertheless, even months after his celebrated retirement party at Madison Square Garden, Jay-Z announced he'd return to the music world on a joint tour with Kelly, Unfinished Business, a second disc compromise, mostly comprised. Oh, sorry, I said compromise. Lord Jesus, comprised mostly of outtakes from the first would be released by Rockefeller, Def Jam, and Rockland Jive Midway through the 40 dates. In late October 2004, trying to determine what motivated the reunion after Jay-Z initially seemed to have turned on Kelly, canceling the first tour after the indictment, journalists got no comment from the stars' labels, but one press rep bragged to any reporter who'd listened that the first two Chicago shows alone would gross $1.6 million. We both knew the real money could be made if we toured together, Kelly said in Solar Coaster. My friend Andreas Lindahl and I sat in the press box at the Allstate Arena in the Chicago suburb of Rosemont on opening night of the tour, September 29, 2004. I had asked the venue's manager if we could review the concert from the perch up in the rafters, where sports reporters covered games by the Chicago Wolves American Hockey League team and DePaul University's Blue Demons basketball players. I didn't want to use our reviewer seats in section 103 by the stage because I didn't want to be recognized by anyone in the sold-out crowd of more than 18,000 people. Ardent fans who still loved and support Kelly had been sending me hate mail and leaving angry and sometimes threatening voice messages since the first Sun Times story in December 2000. I didn't want to encounter any of them, and I certainly didn't want the artist or his crew to see me. Neither Andreas nor I could believe what we saw. The show started with videos of matching black tour buses speeding to the gig from opposite directions, but a phalanx of Chicago cop cars followed Kelly's. The singer spent very little time together with Jay-Z on stage. Instead, they alternated individual solo sets. During Kelly's first showcase, he flashes a personals ad on the giant video screens. Looking for a girl, must be down for anything. She's got to be at least, the scroll pause for a beat, 19 years old. Nigga, I know you lying. Child, please. Get out of here with that. Negro, please. You tried it. That was cute. Don't miss me with that 19 years old nigga. You know, that's too old for you. The audience laughed uneasily and later delivered only scattered applauses when Kelly sought sympathy by complaining about so-called family and friends who betrayed and lied about him. Not only will I continue to give you all what you want, he vowed, I will continue to give you all what you need. Just sound just nasty and funky and pissy. The strangest moment on opening night came when Kelly selected two supposedly random women, actually planted dancers. As we know, one of them we know was Kitty from Dallas. We know that. From the crowd and seduced them into his prop tour bus. They reemerged clad in orange prison-style jumpsuits, fringing a wild threesome in a very barred cell that appeared center stage during an extended instrumental. A native Minnesotan, more prone to saying "you betcha" than cussing, my tall, thin, fair-haired friend Andreas asked, "Can you fucking believe this? I'm with you. I'm with you." He was not alone in posing that question or in interpreting the scene as I did. Kelly reemerged in a prison cell, stimulating sex with two withering women. Greg Koch wrote in the Chicago Tribune. Khalifa Sanaa of the New York Times flew to Chicago to review the show, and he held that during the threesome scene. Kelly resembled either a shackled prisoner or a caged zoo ape. I would go with the latter. A damn caged zoo ape? Yeah, that sounds about right. That's what I would go with. A damn zoo ape. That a damn monkey. I would have to agree. Dismayed fans were left to sort out this collision of stereotypes themselves. Andreas had been my intern, transcribing interviews when I wrote my Bangs biography, and he'd gone on to freelance music reviews for the Sun-Times. After hours from a more reliable day job, he handled the straightforward critique. It should have been bigger than the War of the Worlds, the Clash of the Titans, and Godzilla versus King Kong all rolled into one, he wrote. But the pair couldn't escape the shadow of the elephant in Kelly's boudoir. My editors assigned me to provide context and commentary under the headline, R.Kelly flaunting his foes. I observed that the line between Kelly's public art and personal obsessions, it had always been blurry. During the show, he referenced the charges hanging over him by alternatingly playing his alleged crimes for laughs, using them to evoke sympathy as a victim unjustly persecuted, or bragging that nothing would stop the super freak. And here we are, nigga, at 2001, guilty on all charges. Stopping that super freak this year. Super freak, super freak, super freaking. Yeah. Ed Jensen, Kelly's lead attorney, took umbrage with my column and promptly faxed a letter to the paper. Jim DeRogatis, Sun-Times rock critic, ran his interpretation of the message R.Kelly intended to deliver at his show. The article was incorrect. He took special exception to my description of the cell skit. Apparently, DeRogas is so focused on Kelly's criminal case that he sees it everywhere, even in places it is not. What? Okay. See, okay. Kelly and the two female performers dance not in a jail cell, but in a cage. Your defense attorney didn't bother to correct the tribe's Greg Koch or Khalifa Sanaya. It's there. Y'all see it. At the New York Times, he targeted me. Abdon Palashk and I had always given Kelly every opportunity to comment. And if we tried 3 times and failed for any story, city editor Don Hayner didn't publish until we tried a 4th time. The Sun-Times intended to publish the letter, but I objected to a sentence that took a shot at my punk band. Arguing that Kelly's first amendment right. Okay. First amendment right. Y'all see it. To express himself was the same as mine. Jensen's referenced lyrics in my band songs and photos on my website. I found that chilling. I had learned that Kelly camp hired private detective Jack Palladino to look into many of my sources, and I assumed they looked into me and Adam too. Then there were the gangster affections of some of Kelly's crew. I know you have a 6-year-old daughter, Kelly's manager Daryl McDavid said. Propose of nothing when he called me at home on a Saturday afternoon. He also told Adam that he'd seen me with my daughter at the Old Orchard shopping mall in Scrooky, and he wanted to beat me up. What? Child, I know you lying. Daryl, and look at this fool. Now he on trial. McDavid is on trial. That's what you get. Trying to threaten somebody your old coconut head. Get on out of here. Abner and I made a point of documenting these comments and memos to our editors. Good job, Jim. Jim, don't worry. You are right to be concerned about the personal stuff they're trying to get at, Cook responded via email after I complained about Jensen's reference to my band. He cut that sentence, but ran the rest of the letter verbatim as a 1,000-word op-ed. Kelly's crisis manager, Alan Mayer, moved it on the PR Newswire with the heading, Sun-Times publishes column refuting R.Kelly critic. I had no love for Kelly and his crew, and as the Best of Both Worlds tour rolled on, it became apparent that Jay-Z and his camp didn't either. During one of his sets, the rapper included what some saw as a dig as his co-headliner. When Jay-Z paid tribute to fallen stars, he solemnly took as images flashes on the window screens of the late Tupac Shakur, Biggie Smalls, and to the biggest reaction from the crowd, Aaliyah. The Allstate Arena, where the tour started, stood less than a mile from the Sheraton Gateway Suites, where Kelly had married his underage protege a decade earlier. At the time of her death, Aaliyah had been dating Damon Dash, who co-founded Rockefeller Records with Jay-Z. After opening night, the threesome in a cell disappeared from Kelly's set. Through the rest of the tour, the singer arrived 2.5 hours late for for uh, for night two, and he left early before the closing bout with Jay-Z. Kelly complained that Jay-Z's sound and lighting crew sabotaged his parts of the show. The tour's producers canceled the next date in Cincinnati. A week later, Kelly stopped a show in St. Louis and got into a screaming match with the tech crew. Post-Dispatch music critic Kevin C. Johnson told me Jay-Z finished the performance with his tribute to dead legends while Kelly went to a nearby McDonald's that had just closed for the night. The singer persuaded the Mickey D's manager not only to reopen for his crew, but to allow him to hand orders to customers at the drive-thru window. It was on the radio, Jensen bragged to Abdom. People were running out of their houses to have R.Kelly serve them. This nigga was looking for his next victim. Okay, I don't care what y'all say. I don't know you lying. Don't serve me nothing, okay? Nothing. Can you serve me a STD screening, a test? Oh, you can't, can you? Okay. Kelly seemed to be coming undone. The production company canceled the next two shows in Milwaukee and Hartford. Then the tour lurched forward again, arriving in Jay-Z's hometown for his triumph return to Madison Square Garden on October 29, 2004, during his second solo set. Kelly fled the stage, saying two people in the crowd were waving guns at him. When he tried to return, Jay-Z's friend Tyron Smith pepper sprayed him. Good job. Good job, Tyron. Good job. Serve you right. Good job, Tyron. You show him who's boss. You tell him that. Hell, you mean. The singer went to St. Vincent's Hospital while Jay-Z ended the show with several superstar guests from the audience. The next morning, the Best of Both Worlds gave separate dueling interviews to New York's Hot 97 radio station. Jay-Z said audiences preferred him to Kelly. Yep, I believe so. Which made his partner jealous. Kelly complained again about production issues. A rapper kicked him off the tour, rebranded it as Jay-Z and Friends, and taped Pharrell Williams, Snoop Dogg, and Kanye West to complete the remaining dates. Kelly sued Jay-Z, and Jay-Z sued Kelly. A judge dismissed the rapper's lawsuit, and Jay-Z settled Kelly's claim out of court. Lawyers did not disclose the terms, and Jay-Z never has spoken publicly about Kelly since. Through all the reporting Abdom and I did on R.Kelly for the Chicago Sun-Times, our colleague Mary Mitchell, was one of our staunchest allies and an inspiration whenever we felt as if we were banging our heads against the wall. Mary grew up in public housing on the South Side, raising 4 children, and spent 2 decades working as a legal secretary before enrolling at Columbia College, Chicago in 1989 at age 41. She found her passion in journalism, and she was badass. There are voiceless people in the world, she said, and I was a natural at hearing those stories. Since starting at the paper in 1991 as an education reporter, she'd risen to become a member of the editorial board and a columnist. Dedicated and fearless, she'd also battled and beaten cancer. I knew I'd earned my bona fides after the first story about Kelly when Mary stopped me in the hall and said, "Great work." Previously, we'd never even talked. In her columns, Mary questioned Kelly, flaunting his spirituality as if it forgave his continued sinning. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. And that's the thing. Like, let me come on the camera real quick. What people gotta understand is that just because you're a Christian doesn't mean that you're sinless. You're just trying your best to sin less. And people irritate me when they put Christians on pedestals, or when Christians put themselves on pedestals as if you don't subject to error. I know you lying. Like that's not real. Okay? That's just not real. But let me continue. She hammered the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation for booking Kelly for a benefit concert, criticized mothers who were either so impressed with Kelly's stardom or so uh, negligent of their daughter's activities that they failed to protect them from a sexual predator, and blasted absent fathers not there to protect their daughters from luxurious, I don't know, older men. Y'all see that, okay? She compared the situation with Kelly to that of predatory Catholic priests, holding readers partly responsible. Both the church and the community failed to hold the offenders accountable. This is good, Mary. Until the complaints erupted like a volcano. She also repeatedly noted that the singer was emblematic, I don't know, of a much larger problem. Kelly may be the mama's boy who can do no wrong in the Black community, but he is also the poster child for the dysfunctional relationship that has developed between adult men and girls in our society. Despite statutory rape laws, a growing number of girls are getting pregnant by grown men. Absolutely, that is so true. And that was all within the first 2 years after our first story. I got a lot of hate mail. The community was after my head, Mary told me years later. There's this desperate need for the Black community to have a hero, even if this Negro is dysfunctional, so I don't know what. Anyway, that's why Bill Cosby was out there for so long. Exactly. Same thing with Kelly. The Black community didn't want to deal with this being a form of sex trafficking girls. Sex trafficking girls. I was trying to get them to understand the seriousness of it, that it wasn't just two white guys, you and Abdom, trying to bring down a Black guy. Oh, I hate that scene, right? Come on, girl. I always saw that as a problem. We failed as a community, Common told TMZ in early 2019. That is so true. The Chicago rapper is known as one of the most conscious men in hip hop, and he's always been one of my favorites. Even he didn't see the problem with Kelly until too late. We knew these things were happening. Instead of trying to free these young ladies and stop this thing going on, we were just like, man, rocking to the music. I'm guilty of that too, myself. I didn't speak out against it. Mary Mitchell did, and she was never alone among Black women in Chicago and elsewhere. I just had a loud megaphone, she told me. So did you, and you used it. You made victims visible and amplified their voices. That's what journalism is supposed to do. In April 2003, 10 months after Kelly's indictment, Mary scooped Abdom and me when she interviewed three of the singer's in-laws for a disturbing story about how he treated his wife, Andrea. Oh, Kool-Aid, y'all. Listen up, Kool-Aid. Kelly married 22-year-old Andrea Lee, a dancer in his touring trope in 1960. I said 1960. 1996. By age 29, she'd given birth to his three children. Jaya, born in 1996, Joanne, born in 1998, and Robert Jr., born in 2002. But sources in his crew told me she was almost a nominee in his life. They called her Puppy Dog. Dang. Rather than her preferred nickname, Drea. They said, and she later confirmed in many print and television interviews, that she had to knock before entering any room in the house on George Street or the mansion in Olympia Fields. Photographers almost never captured the couple together in public, and many of Kelly's fans didn't know he was married until she was widespread publicly after his indictment. And that is so true. I didn't know anything about this situation until everything hit the fan. Okay, so we're gonna pay some bills right here, and I'm gonna get me something to drink, and we will be right back. Okay.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high.
Nope. This ain't it. You are tuned into a realistic, unprofessional perspective reading of this book. So that means stumbles, fumbles, and sometimes an occasional mispronunciation of words. So if you are looking for the audible of this book, go buy it yourself. What up, everybody? Whitney D here of Whitney D TV, and we are finally here to celebrate a milestone of 5K. I'm super excited to say the least. And I couldn't be more honored to celebrate this with the Witness Gang. We can't just celebrate. We have to turn up, and we have to do it in a creative way because your girl is creative, okay? So not for nothing, December 17th, here on Whitney D TV, we will have a celebration, okay? But with that celebration comes the Witness Secret Santa. I am bringing you guys by way of Elster.com the Witness Secret Santa. I am so excited to be able to do a virtual Secret Santa with you guys, okay? Now, it's very easy, okay? Here are the steps, all right? First and foremost, you're going to want to click the link that's in the description box, okay, to sign up, and you will be directed to Elster.com where you'll be able to sign up, and they'll obtain all your information, and it will be anonymous to your Secret Santa, okay, and vice versa, okay? Not for nothing, from there, you will send off your gift or the list that they curate for you guys by way of getting the information for your Secret Santa. You can just grab from there and they'll do everything for you. It's just that simple. I'm so excited to do this secret witness, okay? Not for nothing, once you ship everything off, do not open it. Don't open anything that you receive until December 17th, okay? Now, the deadline is November 30th. Yes, you have to the end of the month, sign up for the secret witness, okay? I'm excited to see you guys, and stay tuned because December 17th, I have some awesome secrets and goodies that we are going to embark on together in celebration of my 5K. Okay? Thank you guys so very much. I'm Whitney D, and I'm excited to see what Secret Santa gets me. Bye, you guys. All right, you guys, we're back and we're going to we're on the home stretch. Okay, we have 8 more pages. All right. Wait, let me confirm that. Yeah, we have 8 more pages. All right. His wife was still excusing Rob and his friends. The singer's confidant Kim Delaney said in 2004. His wife was a Stepford. Um, excuse me. Ira Levin's 1974 novel and the subsequent film, The Stepford Wives, portrayed the robotic women of a Connecticut suburb who submitted totally to their controlling husbands. I think she knows Rob. I can say that. I think she knows. Delaney said of Kelly's sexual contact with underage women. When Mary Mitchell talked to Andrea's mother, grandfather, and aunt, they said Kelly didn't allow them to visit her at home, and he didn't permit Andrea to speak to them on the phone. Wow. Wow, that's interesting. I've never heard of this depiction of her experiences. Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, that's where we're at. In 2003, they still hadn't met their 16-month-old grandson, Robert Jr. The last time I talked to her was over 2 years ago on the phone, said Jerry Cruz, Andrea's mother. She was crying hysterically and violently, of course. You are worried, when you go from talking to a person every day to not talking to them, period. Cruz had recently asked the Olympia Fields Police Department to perform a well-being check on her daughter, and they reported Andrea was fine. I don't know if my child is under the influence. I don't know if she, hold on, y'all. Okay. I don't know if she is being controlled. I don't know if people are watching her. I don't know if she is being brainwashed. Cruz told Mary, wow, if everything is all right, then she should call her mother and her father. I find this behavior bizarre. Wow, y'all, I didn't know about any of this. I didn't know about this. I didn't know that, Sandra, had a wellness check done on her by her parents. Wow. In September 2005, 39 months after Kelly's indictment, Andrea petitioned Cook County Circuit Court for an order of protection from her husband of 9 years. She charged that he repeatedly slapped and hit her when she asked for a divorce. Wow. I'm now fearful of him, and I want to get away safe and be happy, she wrote in large looping handwriting. No, I never called the police. I thought it would get better. In even larger scroll, Andrea requests no contact by any means for herself and supervised visits only. Wow. For her children. Several weeks later, after the couple reportedly reconciled, she rescinded the request for a protection order. Wow. Robert needed her to play a role during the trial, or at least make it be like, oh baby. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. All right, y'all, I'm back. Okay. Robert needed her to play. Oh, yeah, we already said that. I'll read it over. Robert needed her to play a role during the trial, or at least make it be like he had this happy family at home. One of Kelly's former associates told me Andrea did not attend the trial. One way or other, he convinced her to stay a little bit longer. Almost 5 years after Robert's indictment in May of 2007, journalist Natalie Moore asked Andrea about her husband's case during a lengthy interview that ran as a cover story in Essence. Come on, who would believe all that? Andrea said of the charges. That's why they call them allegations. She grew indignant when Moore asked if she'd seen the videotape. Why would you ask that question of a woman married with children? It's ludicrous. Girl, bye. It's ludicrous to ask me a question like that. The couple finalized their divorce a little more than a year later, weeks after the end of the trial in 2008. Andrea began to speak to the media about the physical and mental abuse she says she suffered from Kelly during their marriage. She once contemplated suicide because things got so bad. Her friend Jim Pratz and manager Eric France both accompanied her to speaking engagements for a time, along with another friend who serves as her stylist, told me. Andrea could not talk to me because some things are still just too painful for her. In Dream Hampton's 2019 docuseries, Surviving R.Kelly, Andrea says there are certain things here I'm not willing to talk about. As if she ever saw underage girls with her husband or in their house, she says he never brought any of them around me. He kept it away from me for a reason. After that series aired, a key member of the prosecution team for the 2008 trial told me one of their biggest regrets was that they could not convince Andrea to testify. Even at the end, when you could tell their marriage was breaking down, we made some last-ditch efforts to get her on board. And we were told in no uncertain terms, get the fuck out of here. To see her now talking about what a monster he was, maybe even just having her on our side could have changed that. As he continued waiting for his day in court, Robert Kelly had plenty of other problems with both blood relatives and people he considered family. In early 2006, 3.5 years after his indictment, his younger half-brother, Kerry, released an interview with Drama, a DVD-based music magazine, claiming Robert emotionally and physically abused Andrea, had a problem with underage girls, and often showed the videotape at the heart of the indictment to his friends. He also tried to convince Kerry to take the blame as the man who appeared on the tape. Now, Kerry said, even though the half-brothers don't resemble each other very much, I got a call a year and a half ago from my older brother who wanted me to do some shit pertaining to this case that was going to leave me behind bars, Kelly says in Drama interview. I turned it down. The nigga offered me $50,000, a bullshit record deal, and a house to lie, to perjure myself in a court of law. And I felt this shit wasn't worth it. According to Kerry, Robert had long documented his obsession with underage sex in Age Ain't Nothing But a Number and other songs he's been telling. I've got a problem because if I love this girl and she's 12, that's all that matters. He been saying it in his songs, and that's what makes him the genius that he is. What the hell? Do y'all see why I just don't agree with that whole separating the artist from the artistry? He speaks shit that other motherfuckers who are on his level can relate to. Oh, does he? Does he now? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So other mother suckers can relate to underage sex. Okay, that's all we need to hear. Thank you, Carrie. With your lying ass. You're gonna turn around and go on to Tasha K's channel and backtrack. Nigga was pussy popping on the handstand. I love my brother. I had to go and see him and tell him how sorry I am. Oh, I was a lying, cheating fool. I was. I lied about it all. And I don't care who is offended by it because I am a liar. My brother has no problem but trusting people. They were lying on the stand. Well, they were in good company with your lying ass too. I digress. Let's continue. And I say to America, the criminal justice system, if you let that nigga off, he's going to do it again. Trust me, I bet my life on it. Well, that's why your life is spared, Carrie, because you said this after this back in 2019, and they let him loose. And he continues to do it to more and more individuals. And now he's reaping what he sows, okay? By his own admission, Carrie has struggled. He was homeless for a time, and he resented Robert for not helping him launch a rap career. This is not the first time Carrie has made ridiculous accusations against his brother. R.Kelly's spokesman Alan Mayer said in response to the drama interview, "We're not going to dignify them with a comment." Robert's other half siblings, Bruce and Teresa, worked on and off for their superstar kin. Bruce as a bodyguard and runner, and Teresa, wow, who has never spoken about Robert publicly, cleaning Robert's house. Well, damn. So he kept Chestina molester around to clean his house. I didn't know that. Did you? No, you lying. I'm not gonna touch none of my house. Put your little voodoo kudu on my stuff. In 2015, Bruce sued Robert, claiming he was owed $11,000 in back wages for working as a driver and an assistant, but he continued to defend Robert after they settled that case. Interviewed for surviving R.Kelly while being held in Cook County Jail on a $100,000 bond for theft with your thieving ass. Burglary and possession of a controlled substance. Bruce said Robert likes younger women. You have people who have fantasies about different things, but that's just a preference. Everyone has preferences. What is the big deal about my brother? Well, nigga, this particular preference, you idiot, is illegal. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. This is not a preference. Like I like a yellow bone, or I like them chocolate, or I like them tall and fine, or round. And what? See, when you categorize it like that, you have people be like, yeah, what's the problem? What? It's illegal, you nimrit, you idiot. Oh, people are idiots. Dumb. In the fall of 2006, more than 4 years after the indictment, I got a call from Henry Vaughn, a Chicago man who wanted to give me a scoop about the lawsuit he just filed. The son of a Southside Democrat ward boss, Vaughn worked as a security guard, and he claimed he had been a mentor and uncle to Robert since Kelly's teens. They were not actually related, but the singer and his crew called Vaughn Uncle Henry Love. He arrived at the New Sun Times offices in rented space at 350 North Orleans Street, wearing a crisp white shirt beneath an impeccable tailored red suit, tie, and top hat, the living embodiment of the city's stepping scene. Adam, Mary Mitchell, and I sat with him in a small gray conference room as he told us he'd gone to a party at Kelly's Olympia Fields mansion months earlier on February 19th to watch the NBA All-Star game, and he'd been beaten by Kelly and his bodyguard. Uncle Henry showed us in Olympia Fields police report photos of a bloody lip and other injuries in paperwork from Advocate Christ Medical Center in South Suburban Oak Lawn to back up the account in his legal claim, which demanded compensation for permanent injuries from the beating, as well as money he said Kelly promised to pay him for sharing his stepping moves and inspiring the hit Step in the Name of Love. Myriad or whatever, are the accusations against pop stars for stealing other people's ideas, and every journalist on the beat soon learns to ignore them. But the original version of Kelly's song does end with the line dedicated to Uncle Henry Love. Thank you. And the remix includes the shout out, Henry Love, I see you. Yeah. Interesting. Asked what prompts Kelly to allegedly beat his friend, mentor, and dance instructor, Uncle Henry said he couldn't be certain, but the argument started when Kelly's young daughter, Jaya, danced to amuse his friends at the party. And Uncle Henry criticized Kelly for encouraging her to do it. Jaya came out as transgender in 2014 and now prefers to be called Kelly's son, Jay. Which, if I'm not mistaken, let me come back on the screen real quick. When you go through stuff, when you get traumatized, but we're going to talk about that after the fact. My question was about to be, let me see if let me see. So he has her dancing and you get mad because you get criticized. Interesting. Anyways, go back down to this. We're going to talk after this. She was all dressed up with tight jeans and makeup on, a 7-year-old girl dancing on top of the pool table. Mm, 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 mm. Uncle Henry said it was ridiculous. She told my lady, I'm having a show next week. When you come, bring $100. Nobody would tell this, but I ain't scared to tell the truth. Shame the devil. Olympia Fields police told Abdom they responded to a call from the mansion the night of the party, but declined to file charges when Kelly's bodyguards and others at the gathering said Uncle Henry had gotten drunk and had to be subdued. They found the singer's children upstairs sleeping. Kelly's spokesman, Alan Mayer, described Uncle Henry as a disgruntled former employee and hanger-on, and called the lawsuit a pathetic collection of half-truths, distortion, and outright lies. He dismissed the story about Kelly's daughter dancing on the party at the party as outrageous nonsense, but Kelly nevertheless settled Uncle Henry's claim out of court for an undisclosed sum. Vaughn never spoke again, never spoke about Kelly in public again. Kelly's new spokesman, Mayer, had replaced Regina Daniels, who for years has stood among Kelly's most ardent defenders. Regina and her husband George split from the start not long before his indictment in 2002, issuing a press release saying they'd severed all ties with Kelly and cryptically adding a line has been crossed in 2008. George Daniels talked to a Los Angeles radio station and explained what that meant. He crossed the line with my daughter. Ooh. It didn't get to the extreme of that video, or else I wouldn't be here. If you know what I mean about if you know what I'm talking about, slamming his fist on the table, he made it clear he would have beaten Kelly to a pulp. I know that's right. The reason that I'm talking about this it's not just for me. It's not for my wife. It's not for my daughter, but it's for other fathers and mothers, because it doesn't have to be a superstar. It could be the dude on the corner. Come on now. There are guys who sit around and give your child a couple of bucks to go to school and then wait until they get a little older. Then they set that trap. Maxine Daniels, George's daughter and Regina's stepdaughter, talked to World Entertainment News Network several weeks later, detailing the affair she said she had with Kelly when she was 20 years old. My stepmother and father didn't know about my relationship with the singer because I knew, and he knew that they wouldn't approve. So I tried to keep it a secret. But when my stepmother found out about our relationship, she resigned because she felt that Rob had crossed the line by dating a girl that he has known since she was 7 years old. Y'all, and this reminds me of the whole Deja Huckabee situation. Yeah, people are like, bruh, you've been on her since she was 2. It don't matter that you waited until she was legal to marry her. At some point in time, you start that grooming process. And y'all heard her, if he was grooming me, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. We're married now, child. Like, this is sick, 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 sick. She was Rob's publicist for 14 years and always considered Rob not just a client, but family. And Rob thought of my dad like a father. Maxine Daniels said the affair with Kelly had been a serious misjudgment, but she'd been swept up by his charming and generous ways. It's hard to take seriously the moral outrage expressed by George and Regina Daniels over R. Kelly's relationship with Mr. Daniels' adult daughter, Maxine. Spokesman Alan Mayer said, the fact is that they had no problem with the relationship indeed. They'd encouraged it while Miss Daniels was on Mr. Kelly's payroll. When the Best of Both Worlds tour fell apart in the fall of 2004, Kelly came off the road and did what he always did, returning to recording studio in the basement of his Olympia Fields mansion 9 months after his last show with Jay-Z, and 37 months after his indictment. Kelly released TP.3 Reloaded. The title harkened back to his earlier, most lascivious Jive Records releases 12 Play and TP2.com with songs such as Sex in the Kitchen, Sex Weed, and Sex Love Is What We Making. Kelly didn't hide his obsession clearly with sex. But the first 5 chapters of Trapped in the Closet, his soon-to-be notorious, never-ending hip opera, garnered the most attention. Many music critics loved it. Writing for Pitchfork, Rob Mitchum asked, is R. Kelly a joke or a genius? I'm not even going to comment. Does he really expect us to forget his recent unpleasantness? An exceedingly poor choice of words for allegations of statutory rape and making child pornography? Or does he just not care what we think? Given the charges against him, how is he still recruiting A-list guest stars? How many metaphors for sex can one man think up? The review's rating of 7.8 on Pitchfork's 10-point scale answered the critics' rhetorical questions. For all the absurdity of his trapped in the closet cycle and in his endless stock of creative horniness, the man is an absolute master of his medium. Kelly had a deep connection to closets. Too easy. Both physical and metaphorical. He spent countless hours honing his music in the closet-sized guitar room at Kenwood Academy, and he said he often slept in his closet, as he did for a month after Aaliyah's death. Everyone has a secret, he says, of the closet as metaphor and solar coaster. Everyone has a closet that he or she is trapped inside of, and everyone, believe it or not, wants out of that closet. Trapped in the Closet, which Kelly also called a ghetto soap opera, kept expanding. Eventually, it followed the peccadilloes of a horny and adulterous cast of dozens, including a pastor, a cop, a midget, and a central protagonist named Sylvester Kelly. Sang almost all of the Kelly sang almost all of the roles himself. In addition to his own prolific output, Kelly continued writing for and producing other artists, and including rappers Ludacris, LL Cool J, and Lil Wayne, singers Sierra and Selena Johnson. And in perhaps the most unlikely collaboration, Missy Elliott, who co-produced the album Aaliyah made after she split from Kelly. Talks were even underway for Kelly to work with Whitney Houston, which finally happened after the trial. Double Up, Kelly's ninth album for Jive Records, including guest appearances by Snoop Dogg, Kelly, Usher, T.I., T-Pain, Chamillionaire, Kid Rock's with Beats, Keisha Cole, and Polo the Don. Few of Kelly's peers seem to have a problem working with a man accused of making child pornography, because they all do it too, allegedly. For some, the accusations even became a joke, as Aisha Harris wrote years later in the New York Times. Those who laughed at Kelly were able to ignore the charges against him. Near the top of his opening monologue at the MTV Video Music Awards in 2003, host Chris Rock pointed out three of the many celebrities in the audience. Sit the Olsen twins down there. You got to sit R.Kelly way up there. For years, Cedric the Entertainer's stand-up routine included a bit in which he imagined Kelly as a horny preacher. And in the 2004 film Barbershop 2, back in business, he cracked, yeah, R. Kelly was shut up. He shut up the camera. He's short. There you go. Thank you. Comedian Dave Chappelle mocked Kelly in 2003 on his Comedy Central sketch show with a video entitled I Wanna Pee on You. And the same year, cartoonist Aaron McGruder took aim at Kelly in the second episode of The Boondocks. I love The Boondocks, the animated series based on his comic strip. In an episode called The Trial of Robert Kelly, airing on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim, McGruder's version of singer wears the bandit mask he first sported in the video he made with yet another collaborator rapper, Cassidy. He's defended by an animated lawyer resembling civil rights activist William Kunstler, voiced by Adam West, while a trio of Black activists protesting Kelly resemble Cornel West, Tony Brown, and Dick Gregory. Defending the singer are a group of people grilling on barbecues, listening to R&B, and holding misspelled signs such as "not guilty." Oh, I remember that. Oh, misspelled signs. My bad. Signs such as "not guilty." That's how they talk nowadays. They hit it right on the Boondocks. They never lie. They still can't spell. These supporters still can't spell, can't read, can't write. They in good company with Allstate. One overweight Black woman swoons over her musical heartthrob. When asked why she supports Kelly, she says, "Cause he good." Kelly is acquitted, and in the end, Chicago-born Huey, the perpetually vexed 10-year-old hero and political conscience of the Boondocks, voiced by Regina King, which I love, declares every famous nigga that gets arrested is not Nelson Mandela. Come on now. Yes, the government conspires to put a lot of innocent Black men in jail on fallacious charges. But R. Kelly is not one of those men. Preach, preacher! Yay! Even though some of the many jokes about Kelly had an edge, most reduced his crimes to his fetishes, urination, and videotaping sex acts, ignoring the far more troubling charges of a pattern of pursuing underage girls for sex. What don't people comprehend about that? I just don't understand the ignorance. Like, the insidious fact Aisha Harris wrote in the New York Times is it's easier and safer to poke fun at a grown man's fetish than to wrestle with the claims that he performed his fetish on a minor. Gosh, oh, ain't that the truth? And people correlate the both of them. You do got people that got fetishes that like to get pissed and pooped on. You do got fetishes that people like to get beat, spanked, and probe and all this stuff like that. But you can't do these fetishes on children. And furthermore, to hear that he had his daughter at 7 years old in tight jeans, makeup, dancing on top of a pool table, you really think that he has any respect for anybody else's child? I know you lying. Can't. He had none for his own children. That's the reason why none of them have anything to do with him. None of them. Not even the one that he named after his dear beloved mother. She don't want no parts. Kelly continued to sell new music, and some said join in laughing at himself. Double Up was released in May of 2007, almost 60 months after his indictment. He intended the title as a pun on the joys of both double albums and threesomes. Tracks such as Get Dirty, Freaky in the Club, Sweet Tooth, and I'm a Flirt remix. Once again, mind familiar, hot and horny themes, and Pitchfork rated the disc a 6.7. In a sense, it seems more appropriate to judge Double Up as a comedy record than as a pop record. Critic Ryan Dumball wrote, in Solar Coaster, Kelly brags, the two songs that got lots of attention were the lines where I once again messed with the metaphors. The zoo was my very own version of the film Jurassic Park. Girl, I got you so wet, it's like a rainforest, like Jurassic Park. Except I'm very sick. I'm your sexosaurus. The other song was Sex Planet. Jupiter, Pluto, Venus, and Saturn. I'm leaving Earth to explore your galaxy. 10-0, blast off. Here we go. We'll be climaxing until we reach Mercury. For reasons I can't explain, the song became a big hit with indie rockers and made a number of their top 10 lists in 2007. Only 3 months later, in August of 2007, Kelly released a new video album with 10 more chapters of Trapped in the Closet. And you know what, y'all? The interesting part about this is that it's no ending to Trapped in the Closet. So technically, this nigga is still trapped in the closet. With 10 more chapters of Trapped in the Closet, and cable television's independent film channel ran a compilation, my bad, y'all, compilation film of all 22 chapters in heavy rotation. The list of all the music Kelly recorded between his indictment and his trial still doesn't end there. His official releases sold a combined 8 million copies in the United States, according to the Recording Industry Association of America. Impressive business in the dying days of the old school music industry, when physical product yield to digital downloads and eventually to streaming. But Kelly also recorded 2 other albums that he floated to fans for free on the net. Loveland in 2002 and 12 Play fourth quarter in 2008. Sources close to the Kelly camp said that some of the Loveland themes and lyrics would present awkward connotations in the text of the singer's legal situation. Gregoff, Botcher, reporter in the Los Angeles Times, and that's why Kelly decided not to release it as a CD. Age 77 and dying of cancer in March of 2019, Ed Jensen told Sun-Times columnist Neil Stingberg that he vetted Kelly's recordings while serving as the star's attorney. I listened to them. Which ones, y'all? This is the last, almost on the last page. Vetted Kelly's recordings while serving as the star's attorney. I listened to them. Which ones would make a judge mad? Jenna said some critics thought the problem was hypersexualized gems, such as "Come to Daddy" and "Make You My Baby." But, but the most remarkable and problematic song may have been "I Believe I Can Fly" remix, a nearly 10-minute operetta in a similar mode to "Trap in the Closet," with Kelly portraying all of the characters. The remix sounds very little like the original "I Believe I Can Fly," and it amounts to a lengthy confession to unnamed sins, as a character named Robert appears before St. Peter at the pearly gates on the day of reckoning. The music is ornate and mock classical, as perhaps befits the soundtrack in heaven. I'm sorry for all the wrong I've done, so can you please forgive me and deliver me from my ways? Robert sings in his familiar range. Then he responds as St. Peter in a basso profono. We don't welcome sinners in this place. You are a heartless thug, and we don't want you there. Here. Turning to his dead mother, Robert pleads for her to intervene. But she asks, "Now, son, tell me, do you believe the truth?" He assures her he does, and Jesus finally comes to his rescue, offering absolution and encouraging him to stand up and claim victory. Okay, we stopped there at chapter 10 on page 169, the state of Illinois versus Robert Sylvester Kelly. And we will pick up that on next Tuesday, okay? Same bad place, same bad time. I want to see what y'all have to say in the chat. Child, you know what? Let me see what y'all have to say. We're going to wrap it up. We doing good. Okay. Let me see what y'all had to say. I'm going to scroll back. McDonald's. I'm telling you. Thank God he never opened that McDonald's. Wait, right? Oh my gosh, Amber, right? Thank God he never opened up a McDonald's. Girl, that and just I've been new since Hollywood X's. Yeah, I remember that show. Too. Yep, I remember that show. Hey, Sabrina, welcome back, honey. She says those kids saw a lot. I think it would be strange once her daughter wanted to be a boy. Yep. Hey, Isha. She saw it. Trust me. Yep, I believe it. Amber says narcissists don't like to be embarrassed, nor are they ever wrong. Yep. So 23 people watching, that's a lot of people. Oh, okay. Thank you, Quest. Thank you, baby. Anywho, you guys, that is it. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just find it okay. A few things before I wrap it up, because we're at an hour and 41 minutes. I'm gonna try to cap it at an hour and 45. So we got 4 minutes. Look, my thing is just with the brother. I kind of find it hard to I don't want to say believe him, because that's what everybody was trying to say about Azriel. But see, the difference between Azriel, she didn't flip-flop. Although everybody kept saying she a flip-flop, no, she didn't. She was supporting him while she was with him. She never changed her story. We never heard her story. Then when she got out of the situation, she talked about what she went through, and she ain't changed on that since. So there's no flip-flopping there. However, his brother is a prime example of a flip-flop. First, he was doing this. Then you went back and said he didn't. Then he's doing it again. And now you're saying he didn't. Like, that's a flip-flop. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of weird, you know, in regards to all of that situation. And furthermore, to hear his other brother say that him liking young girls and underage girls is just a preference. And what's wrong with that? That's just sad and that's scary. And y'all got to take heed to people and watch out people that think that underage dating and messing with underage kids and stuff is just a preference. That is not a preference. That's disgusting. And it's illegal in a lot of states. Okay? So I can't. Now, as far as Drea, I didn't know her story. I didn't know she was getting well checks on her by her family. I didn't know that. That was very interesting to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? That she was getting well checks done about her as well. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Hold on, y'all. I asked. Okay, I'm finna wrap it up. Anyways, you guys, but yeah, so to hear that, it was kind of like, dang. But also to hear her flip-flop like that's another flip-flop. You was fouling all these, you know, and saying all this stuff, and then you go back on it, and then you go, like, that's just a lot of flip-flops, sis. But do again, and this is where people get misconstrued. I don't care if you flip-flop, excuse my French, pussy pop on a handstand. It don't even matter. It matters about your story and what you went through. And I don't take that from any victim. And that's Drea included. I don't take anybody's experiences from them. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing. They are saying, oh, that person flip-flop or whatever the case may be. I can't believe them. I can. People lie. And I told y'all that. People lie, but it's you proving the truth in the court of law. And that's period. Okay, let me take this and see. Sabrina says 1 minute she the victim, the next her baby daddy, this and that, popping her fingers, singing his song, saying yes. I remember that. All right, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here, but before we go, I want to give you guys some information again. So we are finally about to celebrate our 5K milestone here on Whitney DTV. Yes. And we're going to celebrate that on December 17th. And the way that we're celebrating it, with it being around the Christmas time. And I love Christmas. December, literally, December, the whole month is my favorite month in the whole wide world. And to be honest with you, this year has been very just heavy, depressing, and sad for us. For I think a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And but for us personally in our family, we had a lot of loss and hard times and things of that nature. And so I want to go out with a bang next month. So next month I plan on doing a lot of giveaways. I want to do a lot of just have a lot of different fun with you guys. Okay. So it won't be so much of all the salacious content, unless it is salacious content, but I want to bring you guys crafting videos for the holidays, different cook videos with me, and different stuff like that. I want to get you guys more personable with who Whitney is, besides the whole R.Kelly stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to keep doing my regular schmegular, but I just wanted to let you guys know what to be prepared for next month. So December 17th, we will be doing our celebration of our milestone for hitting 5K. We're going to be doing a Secret Santa, and it's not too late for you guys to sign up for that. The link is in the chat, as well as it's located in the description box. The budget is set to $20. That's it. You can stay within that budget, or you can go over the budget. Okay. And the way it's set up, I'm involved too. So you guys can very well get me as a Secret Santa. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back here on December 17th, and we're going to try to figure out who our Secret Santas was. We're going to have fun. It's going to be fun, but not for nothing. That sign up is available. At the end of this stream, you guys will see more information about it. Also, we do have merch. I have not been publicizing it as much because we're still working out like the different designs and things of nature. I have on one shirt with Nation. Okay. So we're still developing different designs and things like that. I'm actually about to put my hand on a few designs with a lot of the different scents. I say constantly. My husband pointed out, I'll be saying, yeah. So I said that I may make that a shirt, and then y'all know I'll be like, okay. So I'm working on different stuff, and then a design with a Kool-Aid or something like that, because you know we don't sip tea or wine over here. We drink Kool-Aid because we down to earth. Okay. So I'm coming up with some cool designs. I want to get them out before the holidays, so maybe you guys can gift each other or what have you with that. But I'm working on a lot of different things. So I just want you guys to get prepared. I'm thankful for you guys' patience and understanding. I'm happy to see a lot of you returning members coming back. You know, shouts out to Sabrina. You were going away because you had a death in your family, as well as Nene. I'm happy to see you guys in your return. I know this time will get you down, but I'm here to tell you just to press forward, you know, to press forward and to stay encouraged. Okay. Because it has been crazy these past months, this whole year. But let's stay positive, okay? And you guys can always tune in here for a little bit of sunshine, okay? I try my best. That's why if my energy isn't right, I will cancel something, because I want to make sure I give you guys the best energy that I possibly can, okay? So not for nothing, hold on, let me see. Sabrina says, my granddaughter, CEO of Coach Cares, is giving away full Thanksgiving meals for 3 families in Houston. We would like to bless 3 families for Christmas. Let's link Whitney. Thank you. Let's please do. Let me know. And I have some extra turkeys that I'm trying to give away. I know it's too late for Thanksgiving, but maybe I can keep them on ice and we can give them away to a family that's here local. But anyways, not for nothing, you guys. That is the video. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in tonight. I know it's kind of impromptu because, like I said, I'm always clicking that button. But tune in tomorrow for Straight Talk. It will not be on Thursday because, again, Thursday is the holidays, and I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. I may live stream and just shoot the ish with you guys, probably members only, but I'm not going to be on here on Thursday, okay? So tomorrow we will be doing Straight Talk with Whitney D, okay? And I will pre-schedule it, and you guys will be able to set your reminders for it on tonight, okay? Because I'm going to pre-schedule it, but Straight Talk will be tomorrow, and everything else will go back to regular schedule on next week, okay? So tune in for that, okay? But not for nothing, you guys. I love y'all so very much. It has been a blessing. Thank you guys so very much for having me. I'm Whitney D, and I'm signing off. Deuces.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. And I mean that. Don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness Gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now, I am here to let you guys know we are now accepting members. Let me stop stunning. We've been accepting members, but I'm here to tell you more information about the memberships, okay? It's just better here. Why not become a member and support your girl on a month-to-month basis, okay? Now, we have 4 different tiers that you can choose from. They'll probably be somewhere over here, okay? Not for nothing, we have Out of the Bushes for $1.99 a month, okay? And then you can become a Witness member. $3.99 a month. You can't beat that, okay? Now, if you want to take it up a notch and become a Witness gang member, just $9.99 a month, okay? Now, I see you. You want to go even further. That's great, okay? Become a Witness Nation member at $19.99. Okay, now all these proceeds go back into the channel, okay? I pride myself on doing due diligence to give you guys best quality product and content, okay? So if you love what you see here on Whitney D TV and you want to keep it going, make sure you become a member like right now. Like today, like go do it now, okay? Comes with a lot of different perks like members only chats and member only videos and getting updates and exclusive information before anybody does, okay? So what are you waiting for? Go become a member like now. Like right now. Duh. Bye.
What up, everybody? Whitney D here, Whitney D TV, and we are finally here to celebrate a milestone of 5K. I'm super excited to say the least. And I couldn't be more honored to celebrate this with the Witness Gang. We can't just celebrate. We have to turn up and we have to do it in a creative way because your girl is creative, okay? So not for nothing, December 17th, here on Whitney D TV, we will have a celebration, okay? But with that celebration comes the Witness Secret Santa. I am bringing you guys by way of Elster.com the Witness Secret Santa. I am so excited to be able to do a virtual Secret Santa with you guys, okay? Now, it's very easy, okay? Here are the steps, all right? First and foremost, you're going to want to click the link that's in the description box, okay, to sign up, and you will be directed to Elster.com where you'll be able to sign up and they'll obtain all your information and it will be anonymous to your Secret Santa, okay, and vice versa, okay? Not for nothing, from there, you will send off your gift or the list that they curate for you guys by way of getting information for your Secret Santa. You can just grab from there and they'll do everything for you. It's just that simple. I'm so excited to do this secret witness, okay? Not for nothing, once you ship everything off, do not open it. Don't open anything that you receive until December 17th, okay? Now, the deadline is November 30th. Yes, you have to the end of the month sign up for the secret witness, okay? I'm excited to see you guys, and stay tuned because December 17th, I have some awesome secrets and goodies that we are going to embark on together in celebration of my 5K. Okay? Thank you guys so very much. I'm Whitney D, and I'm excited to see what Secret Santa gets me. Bye, you guys.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high.
Nope, this ain't it. You are tuned into a realistic, unprofessional perspective reading of this book. So that means stumbles, fumbles, and sometimes an occasional mispronunciation of words. So if you are looking for the audible of this book, go buy it yourself, or feel free to mute me and read on your own. Otherwise, sit back and be grateful. You are tuned into a live reading with Whitney D.